Buenos días y bienvenidos a todos. Good morning and welcome, everyone. Welcome to a community dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Shearer, and I am the founding minister and spiritual director here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. If you would like to join us for the live Zoom meeting, please contact me for the link and the password, or check our website, www.cslpv.org, and you'll find the link on the landing page as well as on the page for the replays. So today is Sunday, September 1st, 2024. And we are continuing our annual theme of a grand rising. And our new topic for this month is pieces into pieces. So the topic for today is rising from pieces, P-I-E-C-E-S, into pieces, P-E-A-C-E-S. So one of the suggested books to read this month is World Peace is Not an Illusion, and Peace That Conquers, from Ernest Holmes at Asilomar, the lectures and classes from the 1950s by Ernest Holmes and Mark Gilbert. So at this time, I'd like to truly welcome everyone once again, including those that are new to our teaching and to our center here in Puerto Vallarta, whether you are on the live Zoom call or watching the replay at a later time. We teach a philosophy that honors all faiths, all traditions. So whatever path you are on, know that it is the right one for you. No matter what your background is, please know that everyone is welcome and valued here. As I mentioned, we teach a philosophy called the Science of Mind, and it's a teaching based on new thought and ancient wisdom. We offer spiritual tools and principles to promote personal growth, and we honor diversity in all aspects so that we can see and appreciate the great oneness that already exists everywhere and within everyone. When Dr. Ernest Holmes was asked to provide a concise definition of this teaching, he had replied that it is a correlation of laws of science, opinions of philosophy, and revelations of religion applied to human needs and aspirations. So each week we offer a service with an inspirational message, and we meet online at 10 a.m. on Zoom, as well as at 12 o'clock on Sundays. And currently we are meeting at the Cafe de Ventana on Venezuela. However, due to unsettled weather, whether it being too hot or too rainy, these meetings are by appointment only in essence. So if you are wanting to join me in person, please let me know so that we can arrange to meet at a mutually agreed on place. Okay, so let's, as we do each week, review our purpose, vision, and mission statement. We have a grand purpose here each week, and that is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. We do this by means of our vision, which is creating the life you desire. And this is supported by our mission to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and transformation. And more on all of these can be found on our website under their own drop-down title. So have you ever felt like your world is falling to pieces and you don't know what to do? Well, today we'll share some tools to put in your spiritual toolbox so that you can have a grand rising from pieces into peace, revealing deep inner peace. So when it feels like everything is falling into pieces, how can you find more peace? When we're confused and asleep in the illusion of separation, there's no peace in the world. Spiritual wisdom and tools can help us awaken and rise to the truth. As what Dr. Ernest Holmes said, peace is always at the center of our very own soul. So today we're going to explore what peace is by first talking about what not peace is. And we'll learn how Dr. Ernest Holmes defined peace and discover some spiritual tools to take us to that place within that is always filled with the God quality of peace whenever we need it, truly transforming the pieces of our lives into inner peace. Ernest Holmes said this: "You and I know that no matter how confused we are, if we will get by ourselves long enough and think peace, we shall become peaceful. Peace is the divine reality at the heart of God." So many things seem to be falling apart everywhere around us. And it's showing up in Canada, United States, Mexico, Ukraine, the Middle East, and all corners of the world, in fact. And it seems like everything within me is also falling apart. I am feeling no, I'm feeling no at peace. And many emotions are bubbling up to the surface for me to examine. And so, how do we put these pieces back into peace? Whether it's all around us in the outside world or within us personally, how do we find our own peace within? Ernest Holmes suggested this: when you become confused, stop and listen to your inner calm. Turn from the confusion to that deeper something within and say, I am surrounded by peace. I am immersed in peace. There is nothing but peace. Peace, deep, calm, undisturbed. And at times when I'm feeling most not at peace, I like to go out to the mountains, nature, or in the ocean and state, I am surrounded by peace. I am immersed in peace. And I feel more at peace. So let's first look at what is not peace. Sometimes it takes experiencing not peace to have an awakening and rise up with a longing for inner peace. And life can seem like it is happening to us, and we can feel like innocent victims of circumstances. When this happens, we are living life unconsciously, feeling separate from everything and everyone. Not peace can include being reactive to a situation where we feel triggered by something said by another person or by an event going on in the world, or even something that's going on in our own lives, such as a health challenge financial stress, or any other event that's making us feel not at peace. We can feel hurt, angry, overwhelmed, out of control, so much more. And it can feel like our lives are in pieces and we don't know what to do. Ernest Holmes said this: peace comes from a sense of union with the whole. Confusion comes from a sense of separation. So what does peace look like? And how do we find it? Exploring what peace is can help us awaken to the truth that it is ever present within us. This way, we know that we can access it whenever we need it, especially when we are experiencing not peace. Peace moves from the feeling of being separate in the world to a realization of the oneness of all that is, that God source in the center of our own being. When I was a teenager, we had a new microwave oven, and I wanted a hard-boiled egg for a quick breakfast, but I didn't want to wait for the water to boil. So I tried cooking it in the microwave. Well, you may not be surprised when you find out what the result was. Well, it exploded, and I had a huge mess to clean up. So much for making a quick breakfast. After this, I learned that you need to poke a hole in the egg or the shell to let out the steam so that the egg can cook without exploding. I examined the situation. I sat with my feelings of anger and frustration, and I found another way. Learning from past mistakes, such as this, as small as it may seem, but it's a good example of what we go through, the not peace, the frustration, the anger, and then the desire to find a new solution. So learning from past mistakes and starting anew from where we are is a good lesson to experience. Know that peace is already within us, just like that yolk in the middle of the egg. Dr. Ernest Holmes defines peace in the Glossary of the Science of Mind textbook as follows. He wrote, peace, a state of inner calm, an inner calm so complete that nothing can disturb it. The peace which comes only from the knowledge that it is all. Fathomless peace is meant by the peace of the Spirit. This is the peace to which Jesus referred when he said, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. The infinite is always at peace because there is nothing to disturb it. A realization of our oneness with omnipresence brings peace, the peace which is accompanied by a consciousness of power. So deeply feel that inner peace. And I'd like to share this story with you. There once lived a king who announced to prize the artist who would paint the best painting depicting peace. Many great painters sent the king several of their best art pieces. One of the pictures among the various masterpieces was of a calm lake, perfectly mirroring peaceful, towering, snow-capped mountains. Overhead was a blue sky with fluffy clouds. The picture was perfect. Most of the people who viewed this picture of peace from various artists thought that it would be the best amongst all of them. But when the king announced the winner, Everyone was shocked. The picture which won the prize had mountains too, but it was rugged and bare. The sky above looked very angry. There was lightning. This did not look like peace at all. It looked like the artist has mistakenly submitted his painting depicting storm rather than peace. But if everyone looked closely at the painting, you could see a tiny bush growing in the cracks of the rocks. In the bush, a mother bird had built her nest. In the midst of the rush of the angry weather, the bird sat on her nest with peace. The peace does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise or trouble. Peace means to be in the midst of all the chaos and still be calm in the heart. The real peace is the state of mind, not the state of the surroundings. The mother bird, at her calm, despite her chaotic surrounding, indeed was the best representation of peace. I'll share another quote with you. Peace. It does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of those things and still be calm in your heart. So here's some suggestions to transform your pieces into peace. First, acknowledge your situation, your trauma, and recognize that experience, acknowledging that you went through something perhaps traumatic that has affected you. Acceptance is the first step towards healing. So give yourself permission to feel the emotions surrounded or associated with that trauma, whether it's pain, anger, sadness, or confusion. Suppressing emotions can actually hinder the healing process. Consider seeking professional help, such as a therapist, particularly one who specializes in trauma. Join a support group, which can provide a sense of community and understanding. Sharing your experiences with others who have gone through similar situations can be incredibly validating. Seek out a spiritual mind treatment from a licensed practitioner. Develop healthy coping mechanisms. So practicing mindfulness and meditation can help you stay grounded in the present moment, reducing anxiety and help you to gain control over intrusive thoughts. Engage in regular physical exercise, such as yoga or walking in nature, can reduce stress, improve your mood, and help your body release tension. Express yourself through creative activities, such as writing, drawing, painting, or playing music. Creative expression can be a powerful way to process and release any stuck emotions. And practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with the same kindness and compassion that you would offer a loved one who is struggling. Recognize that the healing time, or the time that it takes to heal, is a process, and it's okay to have setbacks. Trauma is not your fault. Work on letting go of any guilt or shame that you may have been carrying around and focus on what you need in order to heal. Perhaps structure a routine. Creating a daily routine can provide a sense of normalcy and stability, and it can be comforting when dealing with the chaos that trauma often brings. Ensure that you are getting enough sleep and eating a balanced diet, and take care of your physical health. These are all crucial to your overall being. Explore spiritual practices if you haven't already done so. For some, reconnecting with or exploring spirituality or religious beliefs can provide comfort, hope, and a sense of meaning. Spending time in nature or in quiet contemplation or meditation can be soothing and provide a sense of connection to something larger than yourself. And be patient. Healing takes time. Understand that healing is a process that cannot be rushed. Be patient with yourself as you work through your trauma. And when our world seems to be in pieces, when we are in a state of confusion, Dr. Ernest Holmes had suggested the following to help us reveal our truth of peace within. This is from the book, This Thing Called You. He wrote, "When you become confused, stop and listen to your inner calm. Turn from the confusion to the deeper something within and say, I am surrounded by peace. I am immersed in peace. There is nothing but peace. Peace, deep, calm, undisturbed." And Joel Goldsmith wrote this: "Begin your spiritual life with the understanding that all conflicts must be settled within your consciousness." So no matter what the outward appearance of your world, how many pieces seem to be around you, you can know, as Dr. Ernest Holmes said, that there is a power for good in the universe greater than you are, and you can use it. This peace is within you now, and you can access it by consciously having a grand rising beyond the appearance of separation and moving into that place of oneness and deep peace that is always within. Finding peace after trauma is a journey that requires time, patience, and self-compassion. By taking these steps, you can begin to heal, rebuild, and eventually find a sense of peace and wholeness. Just remember to stop, drop, and pray. Stop when you notice you are feeling not peace. Turn away from the confusion. Drop. Move to a place in your heart where that ever-present inner peace lives. Feel that calmness and peace. And pray. Affirm what you do want and turn it all over to this power for good. Use this whenever not peace happens, and cultivate peace every day by using spiritual practices to transform the pieces into peace, and share that peace with those all around you in the world. I'll leave you with this quote: "Every breath we take, every step we make can be filled with peace, joy, and serenity." And that leads us to our affirmation for the week. I easily tune into the peace at the center of my soul. And now it's time for news and updates at our center. If you're interested in learning more about the Science of Mind teaching, we will be offering a foundations course via Zoom starting next week. So check with me and or check on our website to find out the details. We will also be offering the first year practitioner studies via Zoom for the English version coming up next week, and in person for the Spanish version. So again, connect with me if you are interested in any of these classes, or if you are interested in a specific course, workshop, or a book study, please let me know so that we can plan dates for these as well. And if you would like to have a one-on-one connection for a spiritual mind treatment to assist you with whatever is going on in your experience or whatever you would like to experience more of, then please connect with me. If you would like to commit to being a member of the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta for this current year, as membership is renewed annually, or if you would like to be on our board of trustees, then please contact me for the application forms. I'd also like to remind you to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. And now it's our time for mindfully giving and financial support for our spiritual home. We rely on your support to continue our center here in Puerto Vallarta so that we can continue offering this powerful teaching of the science of mind. We bless the financial gifts that you give today. Every donation is greatly appreciated, no matter the amount. Your contributions are circulated with our tithing to our greater organization, which reaches out globally as well as locally. And locally, we tithe to a women's shelter to assist women and children that have left an abusive home and allows them the opportunity to become grateful for the assistance to become productive and successful members of their community. Donations can be made through PayPal or Tithely using our website, www.cslpv.org. And you'll find the donate buttons on both the landing page as well as the page for the replay of the weekly talks. Alternatively, you can send in a paper check addressing it to CSLPV number 403 2125 Birch Road, Kelowna, BC, B1Y8N1. Please join me now in our offertory affirmation. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. So thank you for coming and sharing this time together. And let's remember to continue practicing peace. We can each be a force for peace and nonviolence. Our words and our actions create ripples of peace all around us and beyond. Peaceful living includes acting with compassion, kindness, and consideration. It also includes standing up against injustice. So may peace and love be with you. Namaste.